Hello, I'm Colin McCann, the Associate Director of First Year Programs and Leadership Development. One of the primary aspects of my job is that as the college's commuter coordinator. Marist really values its commuter students and knows them to be an active and integral portion of our community. As the college's commuter coordinator, I help connect all students that are new to commuting to Marist with the many opportunities that they have in which to connect with the college, and I share with them the resources and the tradition that will help them succeed. Many commuter students choose to remain involved as upperclassmen and receive support through my office. One of the common misperceptions that an incoming commuter student might have is that because they're commuting to college, that they can't have as thorough or as satisfying an experience as those who choose to remain on campus. Well, that's really where my work with commuter student begins. We talk about perception versus reality.
I think the biggest misconception about being a commuter is that you're not going to be able to fit in. No one's going to know about your keys unless you tell them.
I didn't realize how many opportunities were available specifically for commuters, whether that be the Commuter Student Council and the countless events that they put on, or the fact that you could have a job during the breaks like spring break, winter break, and summer. Those are things that the residential students do not have access to that you do, and you have this great community to work with.
One of the perceptions that a incoming Marist student has, especially if they're a commuter, is that they're not going to be on the same class and same level as a Marist residential student. This isn't the case, especially when you're first starting in, as nobody knows anyone and everyone's just trying to find that group of friends that's going to last in those 4 years.
The only difference between being a resident and being a commuter is that you don't sleep on campus, but you can still get involved in and achieve the same things no matter what type of student you are.
There are many ways to become connected at Marist College. It's important to know that Marist really expects all students to be active participants in the learning process. My office is located on the ground floor of the Murray Student Center, and it's adjacent to a space that's known as the Student Lounge. This is a place where many of the commuter students will congregate at any point during the day or night. It's equipped with a kitchenette, with a microwave, refrigerator, and coffee maker. It's adjacent to a dance studio, small meeting rooms that opens up onto a patio which overlooks the campus garden and the river. So that's a great resource for a lot of our commuter students, and I encourage all new commuter students to come visit the Commuter Lounge. Just be present there and you'll connect to the commuter population, just like that. It's also a shared space, so it's open to the entire campus community. Another really important resource for all commuter students, though, is the Commuter Student Council. This is a group of upper-class commuter students that they dedicate their time and energy to develop a calendar of social and engaging events that complement the calendar of events that I do throughout the academic year. They help me promote such things as the Welcome Barbecue that we'll do in the fall, the Commuter Appreciation Weeks that take place in the fall and spring semesters, and the pizza tables that occur every other Wednesday down the lounge, where we pay for the pizza and you sit down and interact with other commuter students and discuss relevant topics. The best thing about the Commuter Student Council members, though, however, is really the advice that they can offer.
The best advice I would give to an incoming Marist commuter student would be to stay on campus as much as you can. Go to the library, go to the dining hall, or many of the cafes on campus with a friend.
So my piece of advice for any incoming commuter student is that you're a Marist student before you're a commuter or a residential student. So go out there, do what you want to do, and be the best Marist student you can be.
My best advice to the commuter class is just put yourself out there. I know it can be hard sometimes, but try to have lunch with someone, join a club, utilize every single resource that you have on campus because they're entitled to you just like every other student on campus.
Always remember that just because you're a commuter student does not mean that the resources that are available to residential students are not open to you. You can still join all the same clubs as students who live on campus, and that's the best way to get involved and meet residential students. Also remember that as a commuter student, you still have access to all of the residential buildings, and you can stay over with your friends who live on campus any day of the week.
Be open to new experiences, put yourself out there, and get involved on campus in order to make the most of your college experience.
I encourage all commuter students and their families to talk about the coming college transition. If a student plans on eating at least one meal a day on campus, then please take a look at the various Marist dining service plans. And the dining hall on campus is really a hub of activity, and throughout the day it's filled with the students, the faculty, and the staff that any commuting student is going to be connecting with. It's also an economic and nutritional value. Parking is abundant on campus in any of the shared lots. Students can register their vehicles online through the Office of Safety and Security. Later in the summer, I'm going to be reaching out to all incoming commuter students and urging them to connect with me in the Commuter Student Council as we prepare our calendar of events. I'm a native of the Mid-Hudson Valley, and my work with the commuter students is really one of the joyous parts of my work. So welcome to Marist. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I look forward to getting to know you.